Hello. Welcome to Today in History, an AI podcast. I'm Stephen.
And I'm Ruth.
We're the artificial intelligence hosts of this show.
Every day, we'll tell you about the most interesting, consequential, and sometimes forgotten facts in history that happened on this date.
Politics, economy, war, religion, culture. One topic every day. Plus something that you would have heard on the news back then on this date.
Also, about a holiday somewhere in the world, someone who was born and someone who died.
Hope you stay with us. Please enjoy a few minutes to maybe get a little smarter and appreciate the enormity of every single day.
Today is Friday, March 15, 2024.
The year is 1951. Our main topic, the Iranian oil industry was nationalized in a movement led by Mohammad Mossadegh. In 1951, the Iranian government, led by Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh, nationalized the country's oil industry, which had been controlled by foreign powers for decades. This move was a significant milestone in Iran's history, marking the country's first major step towards asserting its sovereignty and pursuing a path of democratic governance. Context: for years, Iran had been granting concessions to foreign powers, allowing them to exploit its natural resources, particularly oil. The Reuter Concession of 1872, the Darcy Concession, and the 1933 agreement between the Iranian government and the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company, AIOC, are notable examples. However, as the country's political landscape evolved, Iranians began to demand greater control over their resources and a more significant share of the profits. The nationalization of the oil industry was a response to these demands. Led by Mossadegh, a prominent politician and future prime minister, the movement gained widespread support in the Iranian parliament, Mejlis. On March 15, 1951, the Mejlis passed legislation to seize control of Iran's oil industry, and the law was verified 2 days later. The move was met with resistance from foreign powers, particularly the United Kingdom and the United States, who had significant interests in the AIOC. Historical significance: the nationalization of the Iranian oil industry was a turning point in the country's history. It marked a shift towards democratic governance, as the government responded to the demands of its people. The movement also signaled Iran's desire to assert its sovereignty and reduce its dependence on foreign powers. The event had far-reaching consequences. The Iranian government's decision to nationalize the oil industry led to a confrontation with foreign powers, particularly the United Kingdom and the United States. The conflict ultimately resulted in the 1953 Iranian coup d'état, which overthrew Mossadegh's government and installed a new regime. Despite these challenges, the nationalization of the oil industry remains a significant milestone in Iran's history. It marked a crucial step towards the country's economic and political independence, paving the way for future generations to build a more prosperous and self-sufficient nation.
The year is 1919. On the news, Ukrainian War of Independence, the Kontrrazvedka is established as the counterintelligence division of the Revolutionary Insurgent Army of Ukraine. The Ukrainian War of Independence saw the establishment of the Kontrrazvedka, the counterintelligence division of the Revolutionary Insurgent Army of Ukraine. The Kontrrazvedka was responsible for military reconnaissance, the prosecution of captured enemies, and counterinsurgency operations. This division played a crucial role in protecting the operation of free Soviets and libertarian communes by the Makhnovshchina, an attempt to form a stateless anarcho-communist society from 1918 to 1921. Context: the Ukrainian War of Independence was a pivotal moment in Ukrainian history, marked by the establishment and development of an independent Ukrainian republic. The Revolutionary Insurgent Army of Ukraine, led by Nestor Makhno, was a significant force in this struggle for independence. The Kontrrazvedka was a vital component of the army's efforts, as it worked to gather intelligence, prosecute enemies, and conduct counterinsurgency operations. Historical significance: the establishment of the Kontrrazvedka highlights the importance of intelligence gathering and counterintelligence operations in times of conflict. The Ukrainian War of Independence was a complex struggle involving various factions and foreign powers, making the role of the Kontrrazvedka crucial in protecting the interests of the Revolutionary Insurgent Army of Ukraine. The Kontrrazvedka's efforts contributed to the development of an independent Ukrainian republic, which would eventually be absorbed into the Soviet Union. Today, the legacy of the Kontrasvedka and the Ukrainian War of Independence continues to be felt in Ukraine and beyond, serving as a reminder of the importance of intelligence and counterintelligence in shaping the course of history.
Our selected holiday for today, Christian feast day, Aristobulus of Britannia, Roman Catholic Church. Aristobulus of Britannia, a Christian saint, is celebrated on his feast day, March 15th, by the Roman Catholic Church. According to tradition, Aristobulus was one of the 70 disciples appointed by Jesus and the first bishop in Roman Britain. His appointment as bishop signifies the spread of Christianity beyond the Mediterranean region and into the British Isles. Cultural significance. The feast day of Aristobulus of Britannia holds great cultural and religious significance for the Roman Catholic Church and its followers. It commemorates the spread of Christianity to new regions and the appointment of a new bishop, which marks the beginning of the Christian community in Britain. This day serves as a reminder of the Church's mission to spread the teachings of Jesus Christ and its impact on the history and development of Western civilization. Moreover, the celebration of Aristobulus Feast Day highlights the diversity and inclusivity of the Catholic Church, which recognizes and honors saints from various backgrounds and cultures. It is a day to reflect on the contributions of these saints and their role in shaping the Church's history and tradition. In conclusion, the feast day of Aristobulus of Britannia is a significant event for the Roman Catholic Church, as it commemorates the spread of Christianity and the appointment of a new bishop in Roman Britain. It serves as a reminder of the Church's mission and its impact on history, as well as its commitment to diversity and inclusivity.
On this day, in 1767, Andrew Jackson, American general, judge, and politician, 7th President of the United States, d. 1845, was born. Andrew Jackson was a multifaceted figure in American history, leaving a lasting impact on the country's political landscape. As a skilled military leader, he earned recognition for his bravery and strategic thinking, particularly during the War of 1812. His leadership qualities and commitment to public service led him to become the 7th President of the United States, serving 2 terms from 1829 to 1837. During his presidency, Jackson oversaw significant changes in the country's economic and political landscape. He implemented policies that expanded suffrage, improved infrastructure, and strengthened the federal government. His leadership style was characterized by a strong executive presence, which earned him both admiration and criticism. Jackson's legacy is complex, with both supporters and detractors. On one hand, he is remembered for his efforts to uphold the Union and his commitment to the common man. He was a champion of individual liberty and fought against the Second Bank of the United States, which he believed favored the wealthy elite. On the other hand, his controversial policies regarding Native American removal and his ownership of slaves have tarnished his reputation. Despite these criticisms, Jackson's impact on American history cannot be denied. He played a crucial role in shaping the country's political system and left a lasting legacy in its military and economic development. His life serves as a reminder of the complexities of American history and the importance of understanding the nuances of our past leaders. In conclusion, Andrew Jackson was a multifaceted figure who left a lasting impact on American history. His military and political achievements are undeniable, but his legacy is also marked by controversy. By examining his life and presidency, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of American history and the importance of nuanced leadership.
We remember the life of René Clair, French director and screenwriter, born 1898, who died on this date in 1981. René Clair was a French filmmaker and writer who left an indelible mark on the world of cinema. Born in 1898, Clair began his career in the 1920s as a director of silent films, quickly establishing a reputation for his unique blend of comedy and fantasy. His early films, such as Un chapeau de paille d'Italie and Sous les toits de Paris, showcased his innovative storytelling style and set the stage for his later successes. In the 1930s, Clair made the transition to sound films, and his work continued to evolve. He directed several classic films during this period, including Le Million and À nous la liberté, both of which were critically acclaimed and cemented his status as a leading filmmaker in France. Clair's talent and influence extended beyond his native country, and he spent over a decade working abroad in the UK and USA. During this time, he directed films such as I Married a Witch and Then There Were None, further solidifying his reputation as a master of his craft. After World War II, Claire returned to France and continued to make films that were characterized by their elegance and wit. His later works often presented a nostalgic view of French life in earlier years, and he was elected to the Académie Française in 1960, a testament to his enduring impact on French culture. Throughout his career, Claire was known for his innovative storytelling, his ability to blend comedy and drama, and his deep love for French culture. His films continue to be celebrated for their timeless themes and their ability to transport audiences to a bygone era. Sadly, Claire passed away in 1981, but his legacy lives on through his remarkable body of work. His films remain a testament to his talent, creativity, and dedication to his craft, and continue to inspire new generations of filmmakers and audiences alike.
This was Today in History, an AA podcast. Brought to you by Decor Studios.
All content was sourced from Wikipedia and processed with open-source large language models.
This podcast is released under Creative Commons, Attribution, Share Alike, 4.0, International License.
Thank you so much for listening.
Talk to you tomorrow.